Hold on.
Yeah, you're fine, you're fine.
I'm fine?
Sorry.
Okay. So let's start again. Good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining me for tonight's session. So the topic tonight is how to transform your finances. Okay. So can I see the gallery view on the? Okay. So who is interested in transforming your finances? Okay, so maybe you can raise your hand or give me a thumbs up. Anybody? Okay, one person, two, three. Okay, some more going up. Oh, fantastic, thank you. Okay, great. Okay, so quite a few. Wonderful. So then definitely it's going to be an interesting evening. So, I've been in all my life, I've been in business, um, and straight after university, I joined my family's business and made that quite successful. Then even my daughter helped her. She set up her business, that's successful. And even here, Paraso, when we started, over the years, we managed to bring it to a good level of success. So I definitely some things I know about business that can help you to increase your success in your finances and in business, even career. Okay, so yeah, I was doing quite well in my business, and I met Master Shah in 2011, and he came to London in 2013. And what he can do for us is like, oof, amazing. Yes, you know the story that he shares about David Meltzer. So David Meltzer, Master Shah says, when he met him and he was introduced to him, and he didn't really believe in these things. So Master Shah asked him, what do you want? And he straightforward told him, I want more money. Yes, he was straight. And because Master Shah is very capable. He can transform so many different aspects of your life. But Master Shah says, not many people ask me for more money. So often it's like, oh, Master Shah, I've got this health condition, or my relationship with my children or my partners, I'm going through challenges, or people ask for their spiritual journey, or they got like an emotional issue like anxiety, depression. So those are more common things that people ask, but very rarely people ask straight that I want more money. So what did Master Shah do? He wrote him a calligraphy, Davye Changsheng. And Davye Changsheng says that Tao career flourishes. Okay, so this calligraphy, quite a few of us got it. Many of you here. Who's got Davye Changsheng? It was offered on NFT. That. Okay, yeah, some hands did go up. Okay, so it wasn't like a physically printed or in a frame. On NFT is an online only. Okay, so. So what did he do? Though he said, even when he received it, he couldn't connect in his mind that how can a calligraphy transform his finances. No, He couldn't understand. But he decided to trace it every day. And that was the big difference. Big difference. That if you do it, but regularly, preferably every day, then a big shift can happen in your life. So he did it. It wasn't long, 10-15 minutes every day. And the results were phenomenal. Yeah, because when he came to Master Shah, he had lost $100 million. Okay, so at that moment he wasn't flourishing. His business was quite small, $2-3 million, so not a huge business. But he started doing the practices, and so those of you who are new, so what I mean by the practices, with the calligraphy, you connect to the calligraphy, and then you trace the calligraphy. You can point your fingers and go over the shape of the calligraphy, and that calligraphy is like a portal to much higher frequency, connects to Tao. So Tao frequency and vibration, Tao light comes to us from the calligraphy. Calligraphy is just a bridge, but it can bring in such amazing transformation for your situation. So he, I think in less than 2 years, his company went from doing 2 to 3 million to 60 million. 60 million. It was phenomenal. And then he sold his company, and he used that money for, he supports many charities, him and his brother. He said that now we can do much more and do things that we enjoy. So that was phenomenal. So that's one of the secrets, okay, that to have a powerful calligraphy that can transform your finances. And if you have the possibility to get one of these, then I would highly recommend. Yeah, if you can't, you can come to us, because we have a very powerful calligraphy to transform finances. And we hold sessions actually on Tuesday evenings. Every Tuesday evening we hold, it's part of our 10-da light wall. So this calligraphy is Da, which means greatest, Chang Sheng. So greatest flourishing, Da Chang Sheng, greatest flourishing. And this calligraphy, I and my colleagues have the authority to do the practice that brings you high dimension, not third dimension, higher dimension blessings, frequency, vibration, light, and that comes inside of you, and it releases negative information, even that has been there for a long time, and even that is of a higher dimension. Okay, so the transformation could be phenomenal. The calligraphy that David Metzler was using, the one he got, was from third dimension. This one is from higher dimension. So if you came, let's say, once a week to these sessions, and you can make a request for your finances or relationship or health issues, and then do the practice, your whole body will be filled with this powerful Tao light, and you could experience a transformation. Okay, so we are going to be holding, actually, let's call it a mini workshop. So not like 1 or 2 days, but few hours, concentrated hours. And there's only going to be one topic, one focus. Yes, if you have a card, definitely you should use Greatest Flourishing card. So, in this workshop, it's going to be about transforming your finances, and we'll use this very powerful calligraphy because it is. When I turn on my treasure, my authority, it will begin, and we do the practice. It will begin to clear blockages from a higher dimension, and we're going to focus just on finances. So, next Thursday, which is 20th, is the introductory session for this workshop, and the workshop is on the 28th, right? Which will be a Friday then. Yeah, the workshop is on Friday the 28th, and we kept the fee reasonable. So please, if you want to learn more, then come next Thursday evening, and the registration link is not yet ready, so I can't give it to you. But 28th Friday, keep that free, and in these 3 hours, I will do some teaching, share my wisdom, and then we'll do practices, very powerful practices that can transform your finances in a very substantial way. Okay, so I told you one of the secrets was to use the calligraphy. Okay, so yes, it will be on the 28th on the evening. I think 2.5 hours, 7 till 9:30, 2.5 hours, and so we'll start with some teaching, but we'll concentrate a large part on the practices, so you get maximum benefit from that session. Yes, online and also in person, both options will be available. Okay, and so calligraphy definitely. So I told you Master Shah shared one secret with me. So when he was very pleased in 2013 when we held that event for him, my late wife Rupal and I and the local team here, we organized that event, and so after the workshop, when he was very happy. It was our first big event in London with Master Shah. So he came. He wanted to come to my business. He came to my home. So when he came to my business and he saw everything, and then he said, this is what he shared with me. He said that you're doing a good job, you got nice products, and so he said, you need everything. It's not that we can trace the calligraphy, but if your products are not so good or your service is not so good, that you'll still get success. No, he said the human side, this is the human side, you still have to do well. Okay, so what are you selling? Your products, your services, your offerings, plus your how do you treat your customers, how do you treat your staff, the human resources, the accounting side, then advertising. He said all of that has to be good. You cannot be weak in those areas. But then he told me next slide, which I was still quite new to Master Shah's things, so I didn't have that much knowledge as I do now. He told me that your success is defined not here, not what you are doing here on Mother Earth. He says your success is defined in heaven. Okay, so when he said that to me, I got a little bit confused, because I'd been working really hard all my life. Really, I worked hard, and I managed to get my business to that successful level, and to my mind that was all. that you just had to get all of these things right and work really hard. And but he said that your success is defined in heaven. So I thought, oh my God, if it's decided in heaven, how can I change that? Yeah, what is a possibility I can change that? But he has given us tools and ways how you can change that. Huh? I didn't totally have that information then. And then also, like, when he gives us a blessing, okay, so we have the calligraphies, but when he gives us a blessing, like if you were at the workshop or on the weekend in London with Master Shah, many of us received powerful treasures or downloads, or like a blessing you receive. When you receive a blessing from Master Shah, it's a possibility you could transform your whole life. Yeah, because they carry so much light, so much, healing possibility, transformation possibility. Then I really say anything is possible. Because when he gave those transmissions in 2013 to my business, my goodness, my business rocketed upwards. Yeah, there was no other explanation. From the next day onwards, things started shifting. It was phenomenal. So, you can receive blessings, and that can also transform things fast for you. Okay, so it doesn't always offer for finance. So if that opens up, then I would advise go for it. Huh? Okay, what else can we do? So there are two areas in our body that we need to work on. Okay, so one is here in the heart. Okay, not the physical heart, which is here, but here. This is like our message center or heart chakra. We need to work on this area because in this area it is a center for many aspects of life, for our love, forgiveness, emotional center, finances, relationships. It's the enlightenment center, to open our spiritual channels. It's one of the main centers, and it also connects to the metal element and also the fire element. Okay, so it's so those can transform many aspects of our life. So this is really important. So this we need to work on. Okay, you can receive a treasure here as well that will speed things up for you. So this is one of the keys. It's also, I said your negative information gets recorded here. Okay, so if you got any mistakes that we have made this life or past life, or even our ancestors, it gets recorded in heaven, and also it's here. So here, if we work on this, we can begin to release that negative information, and then things can shift for us. Okay, so this is really important. So we can do a practice here for this. Okay, and then the other area is lower dantian. Okay, so what is lower dantian? Okay, so it is just below your belly button. Okay, you go down a little and then go inside. Now that area is an energy center called lower dantian, and that is in charge also of your finances. Okay, so if you want your finances to be strong, flourishing, these are the two areas internally, physically, that you need to work on. Okay, this will help you to release. When you work on this, what happens is you release blockages, you release negative information about your finances. Okay, so let's say in a previous life you were doing some kind of business, some kind of work, so you received some money for your service, but then if you didn't deliver the service, now that creates that negative information for you, and so now you need to release this, otherwise it can affect you in this life and perhaps even going forward. So things like that, mistakes that we might have made relating to finance, to money, and it can go back lifetimes, and it stays with us until we resolve it, until we clear it. Otherwise it carries on for certain lifetimes. Okay, so we don't want to be stuck with these kind of blockages. It's good to release them. Okay, so let's do a practice. Okay. I'm thinking which practice. I can teach you a practice how to boost and develop your lower dantian, and the same for your heart chakra. So okay, so I mean, at home, if you have a card, you can even trace the card. Okay, one of these, many students have this. There's a Tao calligraphy card. This one is greatest love. So if you have any of these cards, you can even, you can trace it. That's one way to receive benefits, and you chant a mantra. So you trace this calligraphy. This one's greatest love. So you can chant a mantra. Would be simple like Da I blesses my heart chakra. Da I blesses my heart chakra. So that's a good exercise. You can even put the card here and then chant Da I blesses my heart chakra. Okay, that's a good way to do that. And then you can do the same for your lower dantian. Okay, so put the card here, or you trace the card and you chant Da I blesses my lower dantian. And the third thing you add is you visualize light. Okay, visualize light in those areas. So I normally visualize a golden light bulb, and I visualize a golden light bulb rotating in that area. So rotating here, and then later rotating here. And then we have our sound power, which is for this card, Da I, you can say that blesses my heart, or you can say Da I transforms my finances. Da I transforms my finances. And then you need to do a longer practice. 2 or 3 or 5 minutes doesn't work. Okay, the longer the better. So I would do half an hour or even longer. Okay, So, I mean, David Metzler was doing 10 to 15 minutes, but he was doing it every day. Every day he did it. Okay, so it builds up. There's an accumulation of that, the time, and also the changes that are happening. It can, because it'll begin to clear little by little the negative information. Every time you do more practice, more leaves and more leaves, and then you replace that with the positive information that you receive from one of these cards from the Tao calligraphy. Okay, so calligraphy is very good. So actually, let's trace a calligraphy. I got this one, Da I, behind me. So we'll reposition the camera. Let's do a practice with Da I, and also I'll lead you through the invocation, and then we do a group practice. So a group practice is much more powerful. So how many people are participants there are?
52 people.
52. Okay, so let me do the calculations, the maths for you, and then let's do a 30 minutes practice. So since we are together, I will tell you how much more powerful it is. Okay, together, if we do this practice together, the power multiplies. And so this half an hour with 52 people together is equivalent. No, so if we did it individually, it's just half an hour. But collectively doing it together, this one, the power, it multiplies, it's 81,120 minutes. It's like crazy amount. Okay, divided by 60, that's 1,352 hours. And let me do how many days? That's like 56 days of practice. That's 2 months. 2 months, almost 2 months, just under 2 months, 56 days. So month could be 30 days, so 2 months, 60 days. This is 56 days worth of practice. It's like crazy. Okay, so excited that we are going to do it together. Okay, all of us? Okay, beautiful. So come, the more you come, every Wednesday come, and we do a practice together. The power is much more. Okay, so let's do the invocation. Then we're going to work with this one, Da I, greatest love. Okay, and was Da I, greatest love, melts all blockages. So we can use it for finances as well. Okay, so let's do the invocation. You can put your hands, one hand on your heart chakra, one hand on your belly button area, and you can close your eyes, take a deep breath in, and exhale. You can silently repeat this in your mind. So let's call in outer soul. So dear divine, Tao, source, dear all my spiritual fathers and mothers, I love you, honor you, and appreciate you. Dear the Tao calligraphy, Da I, greatest love, and dear my beloved soul, and my message center, and my Lord and Tien, and the soul of my finances. I love you, honor you, and appreciate you. Can you please transform the soul of my finances, transform my business, my career, my physical wealth. I'm so very grateful. Thank you. Okay, so that's our request. And we will start tracing this calligraphy, the Da I. Okay, so let me get my okay, so this is the pathway. We start here, we take a deep breath in, and as we exhale, we start tracing and we chant. And the chant is Da I transforms my finances. Okay, I will change. Okay, we will use also Da I boosts and develops my heart chakra. Okay, and then we'll go to the lower dantian. Okay, so I will change. I'll tell you what we are chanting. So you just chanting and tracing and visualizing golden light. So let's start with the heart area. Visualize golden light in this area. Later we will move to the lower dantian. Okay, so we'll visualize both these areas. And as we are doing this practice, we are receiving light from this calligraphy, Tao love, Tao light, and that releases the negative information for us. So, as I said, the heart area records the negative information, so it will begin to release it. And the other area to boost is also our lower dantian. Okay, it's a center for our finances. Okay, so let's start. Deep breath in. You just follow me. Da hai, da hai, da ha, da hai, da hai, da hai, da hai, da hai, da hai, da hai. Da hai blesses my heart chakra. 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 Okay, let's change that and say Da I transforms my finances. 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 Okay. Let's chant greatest love. Greatest love, greatest love. Continue to visualize golden light ball rotating in your heart chakra area. Greatest love, 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 greatest love. Okay, Da I boost my heart chakra. 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 Okay, now silently you can continue chanting Da I boost my heart chakra. Okay, Da I boost my finances silently. Okay, visualize a golden ball rotating in your heart chakra. Okay, let's now move to the lower dantian area. Okay, so we just move, take our consciousness to that lower dantian area. So that's just below your belly button, inside your body, but more to the front part rather than the back part of your body. Okay, and let's do chanting of the mantra. You can say, Da I boost my lower dantian. 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 Da I transforms my finances. 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 Da I releases negative information from my lower dantian. Da I releases negative information from my lower dantian. Da I releases negative information from my lower dantian. Da I releases negative information from my lower dantian. Da I releases negative information from my lower dantian. Da I transforms my finances. 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 Okay, we're about halfway still. Okay, so let's do a silent practice and connected to our lower dantian. Okay, so I've given you different variations. So you chant which variation you want to chant. Okay, so you can say Da I boosts my lower dantian, Da I transforms my finances, and Da I releases negative information from my lower dantian. So you can use something like that. Okay, so I'm going to trace and also chant in my mind. Visualize the golden ball rotating in your lower dantian. You can even see it expand, grow bigger. As we are tracing, we are receiving this light coming in, going into our lower dantian, expanding it. Okay, let's go to yang practice aloud. Let's come back to our heart chakra and let's chant. Da I transforms my finances. Da I transforms my finances. Da I transforms my finances. Greatest love boosts my finances. Greatest love boosts my finances. greatest love, boost my finances. Tao transforms my finances. Tao boosts my heart chakra. Tao boosts my heart chakra. Tao fully develops my heart chakra. Tao opens and builds my heart chakra. Tao Okay, we're going to do something more dynamic. Okay, so on all the down strokes, we're going to do a loud sound and also like body movement, jump down, up and down. Okay, so ha. Okay, only on the down strokes. So these will be silent. All the down strokes will do ha. Okay, so it gives a bigger boost to us. Ready? Ha, 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 ha. Okay, again, ready? Ha, 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 ha. Okay, one more. Ha, 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 ha. Okay, that energizes us, yeah? Okay, so okay, what's checking time? Okay, we got a few more minutes. Okay, so let's just point our fingers, our hands towards the calligraphy. Okay, this is another way. I'm showing you 3 different ways how to use the calligraphy. So we connect to the calligraphy. Okay, you can be standing or sitting, and allow the love and light from this calligraphy to come to you. It can enter you through your breathing and also through the pores of your body. So from all directions it can enter you and fill you up with this Tao love and light, and it keeps on coming in, building the density inside. Feel that light come in. It will go from head to toe, skin to bone. And we chant Da-I, 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 die, 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 die. Die, 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 die. Die, 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 die. Greater slow, greater slow, greater slow, greater slow. Greater slow, greater slow, greater slow, greater slow, greater slow, greater slow. Greater slow, greater slow, greater slow. Greater slow, greater slow, greater slow, greater slow. Greater slow, greater slow, greater slow, greater slow. Greater slow, greater slow, greater slow. Greater slow, greater slow. Greater slow, greater slow. Greater slow, greater slow, greater slow. Greater slow. Now silently in your mind. See the light from this calligraphy coming to your heart chakra and also to your lower dantian. As it continues coming in, expand these two areas for you. Greater slow, greater slow, greater slow. Or die, die, die. Silently in your mind. And continue to visualize the golden balls rotating in your lower dantian, your message center, your heart chakra. You can say, Tao, I transform my finances. Tao, I transform my finances. Okay, 2 more minutes. Okay, how. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, take a seat, open, yeah, and And how do you feel? Okay, I feel like I've had an exercise in my abdomen area, working with the calligraphy and tracing it, and light comes in, and I feel my heart vibrating as well. Yeah. Okay, so share. So this is the pain is easier because we can check what happened to your pain. So this one we have to wait. Okay, so we did the practice, and the more we do, then more stuff gets released for us. Okay, so Johannes has put the link for next Thursday, 7:30 p.m. So it's a complimentary session. So I'll share more on that day, and we're talking about that workshop on the 28th of March. Okay, so Sunita says, powerful. I did feel slight pain in lower dentin area, but cleared after. Okay, that's great. Yeah, good. Any kind of warmth you get or tingling, and even it can go cold as well. Those are all great signs. And even if you don't feel anything, because not all of us are sensitive to these energy flows, that's also okay. But just know that things are shifting inside. Okay, Rekha says, exhilarating experience. Thank you, Mayur. Okay, thank you, Rekha. Sylvia, thank you for this wonderful practice. I feel very powerful. Oh, beautiful. You know, the other reason why you will feel powerful when you do this practice, because your lower dantian is your foundation energy center for the whole body. Okay, so when you build this, when you do this practice, you boost your energy, stamina, vitality, and immunity. So it's very essential, this lower dantian, for us to keep it strong. Okay, so that's, thank you. So Zoom user says, could feel heat and vibration from the calligraphy, especially when we had our hands up at the end. Thank you, Tao Center or Tao Calligraphy London Center team and Master Shah. Thank you, that's great. So even just holding up, hands up, because the calligraphy, once it begins to send that light to us and that frequency, and through our hands we have this acupuncture point through the center. From that we can receive. It comes into us, and then it can build and build, increase the density of that light within us. Okay. Meena says, thank you for the practice, very grateful for this. My whole body is hot and sweating. Oh, that's amazing, Meena. Beautiful. I'm really happy to hear that. And Jaswinda, thank you, Mayur, for this powerful practice, feeling more relaxed. Felt the frequencies. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Diana, I'm freezing at the moment. Oh, okay, so Diana is freezing. That's also good. Yeah, so some people will feel the heat, some will feel the cold. Both of them are good reactions. Okay, and Birgit says, thank you so much for that practice. And then I had a strong need to stretch my back and to sit very straight. There was such a release of weakness in my back. I'm so grateful and surprised about that. Okay, so release of weakness at the back. Okay, Parvana, thank you, dear Mayur, for powerful practice. I feel so much light on my body. So grateful. Beautiful. And Ged, I had a tension in my stomach area. Thank you for the greatest love to transform my finances and past worries about finances. Okay, good. Yeah, and the more we do this, then more and more and more we release every day. Good Sharon, thank you Mayur, thank you for the knowledge on the message center, and Lord and Tien. Zoom user is Anup, thank you. Anita, thank you Master Shah, Mayur, and everyone at London Center. 3 hours, thank you Anita. Heather, thank you so much Mayur. I need to do more of those practices. Yes, I agree with you Heather, totally. I think we should all do more of these practices. Nalini, thank you for this powerful practice. Okay, beautiful. So I'm so grateful. So you can use any calligraphy. We use Da'ai. So any calligraphy that you have, any card, even if you have a book, you can use that. Okay, so we have the Greatest Love book as well. This one, this is the Greatest Love. And on the front, we have the Da'ai calligraphy there as well. So very nice little book you can carry in your, handbag or something, and use that time, when you're on the tube, underground, or even on the bus. You can just take the card out, and then, or the book, and you can trace it. Make any request. So, when Master Shah was at the event in London, so I reached early one morning. I had time, so I sat in the reception area, and I had to do my practices. So I started tracing my card there. Okay, it's in a public area. People will see. They'll wonder what you're doing. That's okay. One man came up to me and he said, "What are you doing?" Because he felt so much energy that when I was tracing this with my cards, and then he felt when he came into that field, he felt so much energy. So, the field, when you start working with this, it can really grow. And we absorb that powerful field when we do the practices. Okay, so use your time, even when you're traveling, or first thing in the morning, or you can link it. Another powerful way I find is link it to a meal. So tell yourself, I'm not going to have breakfast until I've done half an hour's practice. And that forces you, because otherwise you have to go hungry. So you can link it to your dinner as well, or lunch, one of the 3 meals. Decide, don't do all 3, to be too much pressure, but one of them, why don't you link it? So, because otherwise, we all have the same time, but how we use the time is important. And if you don't give it attention, then time slips away. And we can't get time back, we all have the same amount of time. So we should make good use of our time. And tracing a calligraphy or chanting a mantra is one of the really good practices for us. Okay, because what you chant is also what you become. So your greatest love, or boost my finances, boost my finances, boost my Lord and boost my message center. So when you're chanting that continuously, then it begins to manifest. So Master Shah has taught us very well. So we need to chant longer. 5 minutes doesn't do it, 10 minutes doesn't do it. It needs to be a longer practice. Okay? Longer practice. Okay, any questions? Anybody has? The link is there. So next week, Thursday, 7:30 p.m. Please try and join that one. And then the workshop is the weekend after. So in about 2 weeks' time. It's a short workshop, but it's powerfully packed. And then you'll get blessing from a higher dimension. It is one of the secrets. You need blessings from a higher dimension so that you can manifest abundance faster. Otherwise, it takes time. Higher abundance is infinitely more powerful than third dimension. So you can clear blockages faster and you can manifest abundance faster. Next week, Thursday recording, we could give it. Yeah, we'll give it. Okay. But how will we? Oh yeah, because you are registered, we will know who's coming. So register, and then we will send the recording next day. Okay, Mali says, thank you, Mayur, for this high healing. I was almost asleep. Okay, good. Yeah, going into your emptiness state when you're connected with Tao. That's beautiful. Okay, so Nalin is asking, is a car that was sold last time have lower dimension than this year's? Okay, so the card doesn't go to higher dimensions. Okay, these cards, they were created at that time, and so when they were created at that time, this is where it is at. Okay, so these cards have been with us for some time, and this higher dimension has only recently been introduced by Master Shah, only last year. Okay, and that's in the Tenda light bulb calligraphy. And then you also need that authority transmission to activate the high dimension. It's not on all the time. You need that authority to activate it, and then you can do the practice. Okay? Okay, Gate says, thank you, Mayur. The tension is now gone. Okay, that's beautiful. Because that I absolutely right. Love melts all blockages. That's wonderful. So, even though we are doing a practice with one request, but when we do a longer practice, we benefit other areas as well. Because once the light comes in to the body, and like when it comes to the lower dantian and we expand the lower dantian, that's like whole body transformation. And same with the heart. When it comes to heart chakra, because I told you, it covers so many aspects of our life, the heart chakra. So then it expands. Okay? It expands, the light bulb expands, and that frequency and vibration travels. It's not just contained here, it travels through the whole body. So we benefit the whole body. Okay, so, now what Sunita is saying, that he was offering a kaiguan. Okay, so a kaiguan to the card then changes the frequency and vibration, and this one he was giving on the weekend, the kaiguan to the cards was the fourth dimension at lower letters. Yes, correct. Beautiful. If you got that, you are very blessed. Very blessed. Okay, so use those cards if anybody got them. But if you didn't manage to do that, if you have the set of cards when Master Shah comes again, it's possible he'll offer it, then definitely I would want to get that Kaigon to my cards. So then when we do the practice, we get much more transformation for us. Okay, great. That was a great question. Okay, Ola says, thank you for the deep healing Mayur, I had so much pain since the weekend in my teeth. So very grateful. Okay, so I hope this has released it for you. And okay, can you? Okay, so the lady is asking. Last year they told me at the desk that my Da eye is lower dimension as I got it in 2021. Okay, so you mean a Da eye card, I'm assuming. So in 2021 it was only the third dimension. The event in March, in 28th of March. But next Thursday the 20, we have an intro session, and the event is on Friday the 28th, 7 till 9:30. The new cards are not higher dimension, only if you get the Kaiguan. So Kai means open, gate. So gate is open and light pours in, and then it becomes a higher dimension. So like many years ago, Master Shah would give Kaiguan to different objects. So I selected my ring. So I wear my ring, and so it's a Kaiguan ring. So all the time, the light is shining there with my ring. Okay, so it was like that pendant, Da-eye pendant that he offered with a Kaiguan. So that is also, when you wear it, it's now very, isn't that amazing? If you have that pendant, Da-eye pendant, greatest love, and where is it sitting? It's sitting here. I have another special pendant that I wear, but that Da-eye pendant and its Kaiguan, it's sitting in your heart chakra. So, and then it can bless you constantly. Okay? Palis is I already had fourth dimension on my 10 cards. I got fourth dimension higher lotus on my card last Sunday. Okay, if you already have it from before, next time you get it, you get a higher version. Okay? So, thank you, Malis, for that sharing. Okay. Yeah, thank you. So, what did I say? That we did half an hour. 52 of us did it together. So, in the calculations, it was like so many minutes. And hours was 1,352 hours. And I divided by 24 days, that's 56 days. Okay, so hold on, the other way to look at it is 1352. A spiritual practitioner does 2 hours practice a day. So if you did 2 hours practice a day, you know how many days this half-hour practice was worth? 676 days. 676, almost just under 2 years. Wow. So we should definitely get together regularly and do the practices. Okay? Beautiful. So I thank you all for joining me. I'm so grateful that you all come and we join together, we do the practices together, and we transform together. Okay? So I love you all. Thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing you again. Okay? Bye.